They can't hide it anymore. Your soulmate is telling people this. My beloved soul. There is something happening around you that you cannot see yet, but you can feel it, softly, quietly, like a whisper brushing against your heart. You may not have the full picture, but your intuition knows. Something is shifting. Something is moving. Something connected to your soulmate is rising to the surface, and this time, they can't hide it anymore. Because your soulmate, the one whose energy has been trying to get your attention, the one your heart keeps circling back to even when your mind tries to move on, has begun telling people things about you. Things they tried to keep locked away, guarded, hidden deep inside. Things about how they truly feel, what you mean to them, and why they can't let you go. For a long time, they stayed silent. They fought their own feelings. They told themselves that the connection wasn't real, or that the timing was wrong, or that they weren't ready to face something this intense. They told themselves lies to stay safe, to stay in control, to stay in the version of life they knew. But now, something is unfolding. Something they didn't expect. They're reaching a point where their own heart is louder than their fears. And the people around them, their friends, their close circle, someone they trust, have started noticing the shift. They started asking questions. And instead of denying, instead of brushing it off, instead of creating clever excuses, your soulmate started telling the truth. Because they simply cannot hide you anymore. They can't hide your name from their thoughts. They can't hide your memory from their heart. They can't hide the feelings that rise whenever someone even mentions you. They can't hide the way their energy changes when you cross their mind. They can't hide the pull, the connection, the invisible string tying you to them. And lately, they've been telling people things that would shock you. Simple things. Deep things. Vulnerable things. Honest things. Things they never thought they would say out loud. They're telling someone close to them that you're different, that you're not like anyone else they've ever met. They describe you in ways that make others pause and look at them carefully. Because there's a softness in their voice when they speak of you. A glow in their energy. A longing in their words. Something sincere, something real, something unmistakably connected to the heart. Some of these people are surprised. Some of them already knew. Some of them suspected it long before your soulmate admitted it. Because your soulmate has been acting different. They've been quieter at times, thoughtful at others, distracted by a presence they couldn't fully share. You. They felt you even when you weren't near. They felt the pull even when you were silent. They felt your energy in the smallest moments, while waking up, while working, while pretending they were fine, while denying what their soul already knew. For a long time, they thought they could bury it. But a soul connection cannot be buried. A heart truth cannot be hidden. And a love that is meant to grow cannot be silenced forever. So now, they're opening up. They're telling someone that the connection they feel with you scares them in a way that also excites them. They're admitting that you occupy their mind more than they want to confess. They're sharing that your presence shifts something inside them, something they cannot explain, something they cannot replace, something they cannot walk away from no matter how many times they've tried. There is someone in their life now, a friend, a family member, or a trusted confidant, who knows about you. Who knows that your soulmate's feelings run deeper than they've been willing to confess publicly. That you affect them in a way no one else ever has. That there is something unspoken between you two that refuses to disappear. This person has even asked them, "Why don't you talk to them? Why don't you express how you feel? Why do you keep pretending you're fine when you know you're not?" And your soulmate, after all this time, didn't deny it. Instead, they sighed, looked down, and said something like, "I can't hide it anymore. They mean something to me." These words may not be exact, but the energy is the same. The truth is the same. The emotion behind it is the same. Because the truth has begun slipping out. Their mask is falling. Their walls are cracking. Their feelings are rising. Their soul is speaking. Your soulmate is telling people that you are someone who changed the way they understand connection. They admit that you awakened something deep inside them, something they can't ignore anymore. They're telling people that they feel drawn to you, inspired by you, affected by you. They share that when they think of the future, your shadow is there. Your name is there. Your energy is there. Someone asked them recently, "Do you think you're in love?" And though they didn't answer with words, the silence said everything. Their smile gave it away. Their eyes gave it away. Their energy gave it away. They didn't deny it. Because they can't. Your soulmate is telling people that they tried to walk away, but something kept pulling them back to you. That their heart felt heavy whenever they imagined a life without you. That every time they tried to move forward with someone else, a part of them felt wrong. Because their soul knew you were the one. Their soul recognized you long before their mind accepted it. They've told others that they feel protective over you. That they worry about you. That they replay old conversations. That they wonder what you're doing more often than they should. That there's something about you they cannot shake or forget. They've admitted they admire your strength even when you're doubting yourself. They admire your kindness even when you're tired. They admire the way you carry yourself even after everything you've survived. They admire your heart. Your mind. Your spirit. Your glow. Someone close to them has noticed that the moment your name is mentioned, their heartbeat changes. Their voice softens. Their energy lifts. Their eyes show a spark only you bring out in them. And now that they've started opening up, something else is happening. They're becoming more courageous. More aware. More accepting. More willing to face what they feel. They're telling people they regret not saying more to you. They regret missing chances. They regret pretending they didn't care. They regret letting fear stop them. And maybe, just maybe, they're finally becoming ready. Ready to take responsibility for what they feel. Ready to acknowledge your importance. Ready to stop running from the connection. Ready to step toward what their heart wants. Because once a soul begins speaking, the mind can no longer silence it. Your soulmate is telling the truth now, slowly, softly, but truthfully. And this truth is being witnessed, noticed, and supported by the people around them. Someone is even encouraging them to talk to you, to take action, to reach out, to stop hiding. And in the quiet corners of their heart, they know they will need to face this connection soon. They know they will need to talk to you. They know they cannot keep you in the shadows anymore. They know they cannot keep pretending they don't feel what they feel. Your soulmate is telling people, I think they're the one. I never felt this way before. I can't forget them. There's something real there. I wish I could tell them the truth. And the truth is, what they're telling others is only a reflection of what they're about to express to you. This is the beginning of a turning point. A moment when silence ends. A moment when emotions rise into words. A moment when the universe rearranges itself so that the truth comes to light. Because they can't hide you anymore. You're part of their story. Part of their destiny. Part of their heart. Part of their future. And soon, you will hear what they've been telling others. You will know the truth. You will feel the shift. You will see the signs appear one by one. This connection is only beginning to reveal itself. This chapter is only beginning to unfold. And what comes next will change everything. My beloved soul. There is a moment in every deep connection where something begins to shift behind the scenes, something invisible to the eyes but loud enough for the soul to feel. And right now, that moment is happening for you. You may not see physical changes yet. You may not hear words directly from your soulmate. But in their world, internally and externally, something important is developing. Something that will soon affect the path between you both. Your soulmate is thinking about you more than ever before. Not in a casual way. Not in a temporary way. Not in a passing thought way. But in a way that changes the way they speak, the way they act, the way they move through their days. And the people close to them have started noticing it even more. There is someone in their life, someone who pays close attention to them, who is watching your soulmate struggle with their feelings. This person has seen the softness in their tone when they mention you. They've seen the way your soulmate pauses before answering questions about you. They've seen the tiny expressions that reveal more than words ever could. And now, this person has started asking deeper questions. Not just, do you like them? Not just, are you thinking about them? But questions like, what's stopping you from going toward them? Why are you holding your feelings inside? What are you afraid of losing or afraid of facing? And your soulmate is finally responding with honesty. They're telling this person things they kept quiet for months, maybe even years. Things they never said out loud before. Things they tried to bury. Things they hoped would disappear if they ignored them long enough. Things that kept coming back anyway because the connection between you two is not the kind that fades with silence. They're admitting that you were always different. That your energy never left their mind. That something about you reaches into their heart. That even when communication ended or distance grew, the connection stayed alive inside them. Someone asked them recently, "Do you think this is love?" And the expression on your soulmate's face said everything. They looked away. They took a deep breath. They didn't deny it. Because how do you deny something that wakes you up at night? How do you deny a presence that follows you everywhere inside your heart? How do you deny someone who feels like home even before you truly understand why? Your soulmate is opening up more now than ever before. They're telling people that they regret not speaking their truth. That they regret holding back. That they regret acting strong when they were breaking inside. That they regret choosing fear over honesty. Your soulmate is finally acknowledging the weight of their own silence. They're telling someone close to them that they never meant to hurt you, confuse you, or push you away. But they were scared. Scared of their own emotions. Scared of being vulnerable. Scared of being seen for who they really are when it comes to love. Scared because you touched a part of them they were not ready to open. Someone asked them, "If they matter this much to you, why did you distance yourself?" Your soulmate didn't answer immediately. They stared at the floor, rubbed their hands together, and whispered, "I wasn't ready. I was scared I would ruin everything. I was scared I wasn't enough." These words came straight from their heart. And the moment they said them, something inside them shifted. A wall cracked. A truth finally found air. Now the people close to them know. They know this isn't just a crush. This isn't just attraction. This isn't just curiosity. This isn't just a temporary feeling. This is deep. This is emotional. This is spiritual. This is real. Your soulmate is telling people that no matter what they do, life keeps bringing them back to thoughts of you. That every time they try to move on, something feels incomplete. That every time they try to forget, something inside them wakes up stronger. They've even told someone that they wonder how you're doing, if you're okay, if you miss them, if you think of them, if you felt the connection the way they did. Someone told your soulmate, "You need closure." But your soulmate shook their head. "This isn't about closure," they said softly. "This feels like something unfinished. Something still alive." Your soulmate is slowly realizing that the feelings they tried to hide are not going away. If anything, they're becoming louder, clearer, deeper. And something else is happening. They're becoming protective of you. Not in a possessive way. Not in an unhealthy way. But in a soul-level way. They defend you when people misunderstand you. They correct others when someone speaks about you without knowing the full truth. They talk about you with respect, with admiration, with warmth, with something deep inside their voice that others cannot ignore. One of their friends recently teased them, lightly saying, "You talk about them like they're special." Your soulmate didn't laugh. They didn't brush it off. They didn't deny it. Instead, they said in a quiet, serious tone, "They are special." This was the first time your soulmate admitted it openly. They didn't sugarcoat it. They didn't hide from it. They didn't pretend it was something casual. They finally spoke their truth. The people around them now understand that you are not just another memory. Not just a name. Not just a moment from their past. You are someone who still affects their heart. Someone who stays in their energy. Someone who may be part of their future. And something bigger is beginning to unfold. Your soulmate is feeling a pull to contact you. Not impulsively. Not recklessly. But with intention. They're thinking about what they would say. How they would explain everything. How they would open a conversation. How they would express what they've been hiding. They imagine what your reaction would be. Whether you would be surprised. Whether you would be silent. Whether you would feel the same connection. Someone close to them even asked, "What if they don't feel the same anymore?" And your soulmate answered, "I'll never know unless I try, and I'm tired of wondering." This is the biggest shift of all. They are finally becoming ready to step out of fear. Their mindset is changing. Their heart is opening. Their courage is rising. They're realizing that they can't keep watching from a distance. They can't keep pretending nothing is happening inside them. They can't keep hiding the truth from themselves or from others. Your soulmate is realizing that losing you would hurt more than facing their fears. Their friends see it. Their family senses it. The universe is aligning it. And their soul is guiding them. They're telling people that they want to fix what was left broken. They want to rebuild connection. They want to rewrite the ending. They want to say all the things they swallowed before. They want to show up differently. Better. Braver. More honest. Someone close to them even said, "Maybe this is your person. Maybe you're meant to try again." And your soulmate didn't argue. Their silence was acceptance. Their stillness was agreement. Their expression was understanding. They know something now. This isn't ending. This isn't fading. This isn't going away. This is leading somewhere. And soon, very soon, your soulmate will reach a point where they cannot keep their feelings inside any longer. The pressure, the longing, the truth, it will all rise to the surface. And when that moment comes, the truth they've been telling others will finally make its way to you. Because this connection is not done. This chapter is not closed. This story is not finished. Your soulmate is preparing for something. A conversation. A confession. A message. A step forward. Something that will change the direction of this connection forever. My beloved soul. There comes a time in every connection when the truth becomes too heavy to hold inside. When the heart starts overflowing, when silence becomes painful, and when hiding becomes harder than expressing. Your soulmate is entering that time now. The emotions they tried to bury are rising. The feelings they tried to hide are becoming visible. The thoughts they tried to control are becoming stronger. And the people around them are starting to notice even more clearly. Someone close to them recently told them, "You're different these days." Not different in a negative way. Not distracted or confused. But different in a heart-level way. Your soulmate is quieter, but not lost. They are thoughtful, but not disconnected. They are reflective, but not empty. They're in the middle of understanding something huge, something that concerns you. They've begun telling people that you were not just a temporary moment in their life. You were not just someone who came and left. You were not just someone they crossed paths with casually. They're telling others that you impacted them deeply, more deeply than they ever admitted. That they think about you when they wake up, when they're alone, when they hear a certain song, when they walk by a certain place, when they notice something you would have appreciated. Someone actually asked them, half joking, half serious, "Are you in love with them?" And this time, your soulmate didn't freeze. They didn't panic. They didn't deny it. Instead, they smiled in a soft, emotional way and said, "Maybe I always was." This is a truth they are finally accepting. Your soulmate had tried so hard to convince themselves that they didn't feel this deeply. They tried telling others they were over it. They tried telling themselves they could let go. But the heart cannot be lied to. And now they're admitting, sometimes openly, sometimes quietly, that what they feel for you is real. They're telling people that every time they tried to move on, it didn't feel right. That every time they met someone new, something felt missing. That every time life moved forward, a part of them stayed behind with the thought of you. One of their friends even said, "You talk about them like they're still in your life." And your soulmate said, "In my heart, they never left." This is the emotional truth they've been carrying. This is the truth they can't hide anymore. Your soulmate is also telling people about the things they wish they had done differently. They're admitting they were immature at times. Scared at times. Confused at times. They're telling someone that they regret pushing you away when they needed you. They regret staying silent when you were waiting for clarity. They regret letting their fears control their actions. Someone asked them, "What if you already lost them?" Your soulmate shook their head gently. "I don't think the universe would keep reminding me of them if it was over." This is the belief growing inside them, that the connection between you two is not random, not accidental, not meaningless. That it is something deeper, something spiritual, something guided. Your soulmate is telling others that you have a presence that stays with them. That your voice echoes in their memory. That your kindness still warms a part of their heart. That your absence still feels like something is out of balance. And now they're being honest about something even deeper. They're afraid that someone else will realize your worth before they do. They're afraid that someone else will treat you the way you deserve. They're afraid of waking up one day and discovering that they waited too long. Someone close to them asked, "Why not reach out then?" Your soulmate took a deep breath and said something they've been hiding. "I'm scared, but I don't want to lose them." Those two emotions, fear and desire, are now clashing inside them. And the desire to come forward is slowly becoming stronger than the fear of what might happen. Your soulmate is telling people that they see you differently now. That they see your strength, your growth, your healing, your independence, your glow. They admire how you kept going despite challenges. They admire how you carried pain with dignity. They admire how you transformed instead of breaking. They're telling others, they deserve someone who chooses them. They deserve someone who understands them. They deserve someone who is not afraid of loving them. And inside their heart, that someone they are referring to is themselves. Your soulmate is preparing to make a move, not impulsively, not recklessly, not out of pressure, but out of sincerity. They're imagining what they will say to you. How they will express their emotions. How they will explain everything they kept hidden. Someone recently asked them, "What would you say to them if you had one chance?" Your soulmate didn't hesitate this time. "I'd tell them everything." And that everything is overflowing inside them, waiting, building, growing stronger. Your soulmate is telling people that they feel the connection spiritually too. That they sense your energy sometimes. That they feel something shift when you think of them. That they feel waves of emotion that seem to come out of nowhere, but they know it's connected to you. They've even said, "It's like our souls still talk." They cannot explain it logically. They cannot analyze it. They cannot break it down in words. But they can feel it. This soul-level bond between you two is real for them. They've stopped fighting it. They've stopped denying it. They've stopped running from it. And now they are accepting it. Someone who knows your soulmate well recently told them, "You're happier when you talk about them." Your soulmate didn't deny it. They didn't hide it. They didn't pretend. They simply said, "They bring out the real me." This is the truth. You awaken something inside them. Something they don't feel with anyone else. Something pure. Something authentic. Something deep. Your soulmate is also telling people that you taught them things without even realizing it. You taught them emotional maturity. You taught them patience. You taught them understanding. You taught them the meaning of a soul connection. You taught them the power of vulnerability. And now, they're telling others, "They changed me." In a good way. In a deep way. Your soulmate is also revealing something they kept hidden for a long time. They get nervous when they think about talking to you. Not because they don't want to, but because they want to say things correctly this time. Someone asked them, "What scares you the most?" Your soulmate said softly, "That I'll say too little, or too late." This fear is real. But their desire is becoming stronger. They're telling people they replay old moments between you two. They replay your voice, your laughter, your expressions, your words. They wonder if you still think of them sometimes. If you still care. If you still feel something when you hear their name. Your soulmate is telling people, "I don't think this story is over. I still feel connected to them. I think we're supposed to meet again." And inside their heart, the desire to reconnect with you is growing day by day. They're imagining future moments with you. They're imagining conversations. They're imagining healing the distance. They're imagining the possibility of something beautiful beginning again. Your soulmate is telling someone close, "I want peace with them. I want clarity. I want a chance." This is the emotional truth rising inside them, the truth they can no longer hide. They feel you. They remember you. They miss you. They admire you. They want you. And now, they're preparing for the moment when they finally reach out. Because a connection like this doesn't fade. It transforms. It grows. It deepens. It aligns. And soon, the truth they're telling others will make its way to you, directly, clearly, honestly.